Magstorya mo daan class nga. I-record mom. I-record mom.
Mangod kayo na mo madunggan na mong kuan.
Okay, alright. It's
Pilit-pilit
okay.
ma'am.
Pilit-pilit. Okay. Alright, now let's go. So we have that one. Okay, review na lang ni sort of review kay master na mo mga kuan mo name and mo draw the structures. So we have single bonds, we have "-in" atong suffix, we have "-in" and we have "-ein". Ato ibutang dito sa after sa parent chain. Okay, so what if we have double bond and triple bond present? So the counting will be from our double bond. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's why hex 1 in and 5 ein. Okay, so take note of that. That the double bond comes is we take priority to our double bond after is our triple bond. Okay, so what about the secondary suffix? So the secondary suffix class is this one. Asa ba to, Mr. AG? Okay, Mr. AG. Petan, we have Angelito, Halasan, the second. So the second is your suffix, the secondary suffix. You put there your functional group. We have functional groups. Okay, can you give me one functional group?
Alcohols.
Okay, we have Jody.
Alcohol ma'am.
Alcohol. What else?
Thiols.
Thiols. Okay, lahi na
Ethers.
po. Ether. Yes, they are functional groups. Okay, thank you, Jody. Now we have Janlo. Can you give me another functional group? Okay, we have Justin. Another type of functional group. Functional group or kaning families. Marga naman na families. Family of alcohol, family of carboxylic acid, family of ethers. What else? Family of thiols. Class, after this na class, mag-exam na ta, then let's have our laboratory. Ano sa inyong lab class na schedule?
Kami kabalo ma'am.
Wala sa inyong kaning kuan, inyong, saan to? Kato inyong COR? Unsa na ninyo? Dili makita. Okay, after ana, mag-lab na ta. Sige. Then, mag-exam na yun after ani. Okay, so we have mag-poster ako sa atong laboratory activity and then mag-schedule din taway na to buhaton. Okay, so we have Ivan, other functional groups. Okay, Janlo.
Carbocyclic acid, ma'am.
Carboxylic. Carboxylic.
Oh, sorry.
Carboxylic acid. Okay, who else?
Esters ma'am.
Esters. What else?
Ketones.
Ketones. Yes, thank you, Gian.
Welcome, ma'am.
Okay, Janlo. We have Janlo na me. What else, Janlo?
Aldehydes ma'am.
Aldehydes. Okay, thank you. So, no katuno mga common functional. Okay, halides. Yes, halides. Amin. Okay, sakto. Thank you. All right. So, those are our functional groups. This word defines our family or functional group. So functional group, our family, they are the same. And then we have carboxylic, ester, ketones, aldehyde, amides. We have halides. We have carboxylic esters, ethers. Okay. Now we have this one. Okay, so for example, class, we have this one. How would you name this compound class? How would you name this compound? Okay, we have Sarah. Okay, Sarah, how do you name that one? That is your. Okay, we have Daphne. Daphne, how do you name that compound? Okay, hands up. Hands raised. Okay, we have Karen. Okay, so this one is your one, two, three. So it's prop. And then for ours, it's an ane, propane. So it's a propane. But because it has OH, it has an alcohol group. So we call it propane. Then we delete the E. So then we add propanol. Okay, so it's what we call propanol. So we don't write one anymore because noted that it is in number one. So propanol. That's it. That is propanol. Okay. So we have now, if we have a ring class, if we have a ring, now a ring or a cycle, then we call it, ano? We put cyclo before the parent chain. So we put cyclo. Like for example, this one, what compound is this? This is cyclo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cyclo what? Sarah, what is this, Sarah? Hala, class, makadungog pa muna ako.
Bungog pa ko, ma'am.
Cyclohexan, ma'am, or cyclohexane? Ang siya? Cyclohexan.
Hiksan? Ano hiksan man? Okay, let's count, class. Let's count. Ato, mag-count tag-una. So, we have carbon 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, it's 5. Kung 5, that is, unsang root word sa 5? Pent.
Penten, ma'am.
Okay, pent.
In, ma'am, in.
Asa man to yung root word? So it's pent. Okay, kabalo mo to pent. So it's pent. So it's a pentane because it's ano only single bond. Wala ko. Only single bond, and then because it's a ring, we put the word cyclo. Okay, so cyclopentane. So that is your cyclopentane. Okay, kinsay correct? Kinsay naka-check na cyclopentane siya? Raise lang og hand. Okay, si Ivan. Si Daphne. Okay, Daph, when you name, you count first the number of carbon atoms. Ngayon, kung 5 kabok, dito siya sa pent. Dili man siya hex kay kuan man ni siya 5 ra. When it's hex 6 man dapat. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So we also have this one. Okay, not that one. Okay, this one. Okay, for our functional groups, we have okay. Okay, so this one, later na sa ato sa review. Okay, we have hydrocarbons. Alkanes are saturated, meaning all the atoms has maximum hydrogen atoms, all single bonds. It means all single bonds. Now, if we have this one, if we have our this one, C, and then we have ano, H, H, and H. So this one is saturated because na-occupy niya tanan na upat ka bukay ang hydrogen atom. So it is saturated, and aside from that, it's single bond. Now, what if we have C double bond C, and then we have an H and an H, then we have H here. Is it saturated or unsaturated? This one, class, saturated or unsaturated?
Unsaturated, ma'am.
Okay, unsaturated because na dapat upat-upat ang imong dapat naa kay pito ka hydrogen, but it happened is 4 na lang, 4. Because our hydrogen atoms, other hydrogen atoms are converted into double bond or triple bond. So it dili wala siya na saturate og H. Wala siya na saturate og hydrogen atoms. So we call this as unsaturated. So we have that one. Okay, so if we have 5 carbons, we have pentane, 4 carbons, butane, then propane, ethane, and methane. Okay. Now, if these things, if your alkyl group is used as substituent, so butangan na nato siya og YL. Example, if we have ethyl, so it is butangan na siya methyl. Example. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we have 7. Then we have here, ano, 1. Okay. So we can call this one as methyl. So this one is a substituent. So the meth is used as substituent. So our alkyl group will be methyl. Okay, so methylhexane. Okay. So we have, okay, for unsaturated, we have alkenes and alkynes. There's double bind. Okay, so alkyne, for alkynes, if we have triple bond, so we name it alkyne. If we have double bond, we use the ending ENE. Okay, so let's go to our alkyl halides. Okay, so alkyl halides, the halides are one of the functional group when it came from our alkyl, meaning the carbon group, and then the halides, your halogens. Okay, so can you give me the halogens? Give me one halogen. We have Allen. One halogen. Okay. Kinsa man ay one halogen? Give me one, halogen. Nga inyong nailhan, we have halogens.
Fluorine.
We have,
Fluorine, ma'am.
okay, chlorine. We have your chlorine. Chlorine is a halogen. When we say halogen, it is located here. So these things here are halogens. Okay, they are halogens. Kita, nasa periodic table.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay, so they are
Yes, ma'am.
halogens. Now it has a prefix of halo or halo. So these are obtained from alkanes by the replacement of one or more hydrogen atoms by halogen atoms. So we have the formula here is we have Rx. So the X is your halogens, and the R is your carbon group. Okay, so that's it. Now, example, how would you name this one? Okay, how would you name that one, class? Okay, parent chain. We have
Heck.
hex.
Hex, ma'am.
Okay,
Nadato text ako.
then the type of chain.
Ain.
Okay, and then we have our prefix. Because class, our halides are ibutang na it's a functional group, and yet ibutang na to ihang name before sa atong parent chain. So we name this as hexane ato ang parent chain. So hexane. Then what about our substituent? Our bromo is ano siya, nahimo siyang substituent here. So we have
2 bromo.
1, 2, 2. 2, okay, 2 bromo hexane. Okay, that's 2 bromo. Okay, that's 2 bromo hexane. Okay, so what if we have this one? Okay, so sakto na to, no question about it. 1, 2, pizza. Okay, how would you name this one, class? Okay, what about the parent chain? Parent chain is
Pen.
pent. Yes, pent. Dili day hep.
Ay, ang duha.
Hap.
Hep. Hep.
Ma'am.
Sige, unsa pa jud ang isa? Ang isa na hep na pent. Kinsa pa lain?
Hep, ma'am.
Hept. Kinsa pa
Hep,
jud?
ma'am. Hep.
Oh, unsa pa jud?
Ma'am.
Kinsa pa pent dira? Wala pent? Nancy.
Ma'am?
Unsa man yung parent chain?
Hep, ma'am.
Hept. Okay. No, is our correct, class? So we have this one as pent. Kay class, no carbon. Di carbon diri. Carbon din ni. It's a bromine. Okay, it's a bromine. So, di na siya carbon. So, okay. 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 So, dili ni siya carbon diri but bromine. So, the counting will start here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nay carbon dire?
No, ma'am.
Wala na. Actually, na dira is bromine. So, ini na siya. So, this one, parent chain is pent. No, what about the type of chain?
Ain.
Pentane. Then what about, okay, so the BR, there are your substituents. Okay, substituents we have, okay, one bromo, and then we also have, sige, okay, name prefix. We have
5, ma'am.
1,5.
Dibromo.
Okay, correct. 1,5 dibromo pentane. Okay, question. Now class, if light sila. Ay wait. Okay, butangan ako diri class og this one. Double bond. So, okay, name. How would you name that one?
1,5 dibromo. 2 pentane.
2 pentene. Okay, so we have 1,5 dibromo 2 that one. Okay, question. So, sakto na ni. Alright, sakto na siya class. But then class, ang ubahin pod mo name that one as 1,5 dibromo pent 2 in. The same class,
The same.
the
The
same.
same.
The
Okay.
same, ma'am.
Why naman the same? Okay, the same na siya class. Actually, so good thing. So, if you have ano no, if na-sure ka lang ako mag-answer ko, inaniun ako pag-answer, then kamo ang uban mag-inani pag-answer ay. Okay, so the same na siya class. Both are correct because naamagod ni class, this one, kining 2 pentene, iuna ang number, ang location daan class, o sa ang parent chain o type of chain present. Iuna nila ang number, iuna ang locant because this type of naming system is old system, and this one is the new one, new system kani. New system, but still the old system still exists. So correct gihapon ni siya. So we have the old and the new way of naming. So, okay, so if your answers class, if your answers sa inyong mga katong gipanswer na ako, the task, then you are the one to decide na ang kani siya, pareha ni sa ka ma'am. Check ra ni siya. Okay. Same ra class ha, the same ra na sila. Question. Oh, no question. Okay. So, if I ask you to check your work, you can check no. Your task. Naman ni siya, di ba?
Yes, ma'am. Naato siya,
Okay,
ma'am.
class get. Okay. Pero lahi ra ba ang number 5? Marag naa sa 1 ang double bond. Okay, so 1, 5, 1. Dibromo, 1 pentene. Okay. So you check that one. Okay. So we have, let's go. Okay, no question about alkyl halides. So sa'yo na no. What if class, if you have the Cl and the Br present in your chain, in your compound, unsaon man to ninyo, unsay unahon ninyo pag name? If you have your Cl and then you have also your Br. Example, 1, 2, 3, 4, Br here, And then we have your CL here. So how would you name that one? What's the name of this class? Sige, parent chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a pentane. Okay, pentane. Okay, ain man siya. Then, what else? Makita akong gisuwat class.
Ma'am, wala. Anahinay.
For chloro.
We have,
Una ang bromo, ma'am.
okay, o sige, unsay name ani? Bromo.
Ay, bromo. Oh,
1 bromo. Then we have 2 chloro. 2 chloro, then pentane. Ngayon naman bromo oy na because of alphabetical. Okay, alphabetical Japan mo class. Alphabetical, then the counting starts from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Question. Okay, naka-follow class?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Sige ha, question mo class kay may exam na tapit. Okay. All right, now let's go to, so that's for alkyl halides. Okay, we will go to our alcohols. Okay, so we have this one. Our alcohols is ROH. Okay, so take note po na klasa, the general formula. I will ask that in your exam also. The general formula for alcohol, alkyl halides, for carboxylic acids. Okay, for alcohol, we have ROH. We have a very long chain, and then we have an OH. So how do you name this compound?
paint.
Unsa?
Heptanol,
Parent
ma'am.
chain. Parent chain.
Paint, ma'am, paint.
Pent?
Hep, ma'am, hep.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So, unsay parent
Hep,
chain? Okay, parent chain.
Hex, ma'am, hex.
hep,
Hep.
ma'am. Hep, ma'am, hep.
7. Okay, 7. Hept. Because there are 7. Hex is for 6 carbon. So, hept. Hept. Then type of chain. Then we also have our functional group. It's all. Alcohol, we have all. Now, in writing that one, because isumpay man siya, we omit letter E. Di ba heptane? So we omit letter E. Then we add all. Okay, question. Correct?
Correct, ma'am.
Okay, heptanol. This is your heptanol. Okay, so now let's go to our ethers. So, what if, ano sa kanisa? Okay, what if we have this one? Okay, so you just add all. We have another dish. Okay, and then we have 1, 2, 3. Okay, how do you name this one? Parent chain.
Pens, ma'am.
Pen.
Hex, ma'am.
Hex.
Hex.
Pent, ma'am.
Oh,
Pent.
pen, pen.
Pentraday, ma'am.
Yes,
Pent
we have
man, ma'am.
pent. Okay, pent. Then, type of
Ain.
chain.
Ain.
Okay, and then we have functional group. Okay, substituent class. Substituent sa ta.
2-methyl.
Ansa?
2
The
methyl.
local 2-methyl, 2-methyl pentane. Then what about the alcohols? Our functional groups.
2 and 4 diol.
2,4-diol. Okay. Question. Ma'am, unsa pa laing answer ani ninyo? We have pag ana ilaha 2-methyl pente pen 2,4 cancel. We have 2,4 pentane diol. Correct, dili?
Correct.
Same? Same ra sila, class?
Same, ma'am.
Okay, same. All right. So we have, okay, that's for our alcohols. Okay. Now let's go to our ethers. For our ethers class, we have, the general formula here will be, this is for your R group, okay? Your R group, and then you have another R. So it is R O R prime. Okay, R prime, it means that this R is not the same to this. Okay, so if we have that one, if we have this name, CH3, CH2, CH2, then OCH. Okay, 3. So how do you name this one, class? How do you name this one? Okay, first thing is you find your parent chain. What is your parent chain? Parent chain is this one. Mo na to parent chain, class kani. Okay, what is your parent chain? We have parent chain is your alkyl group. The alkyl group is this one or this one. And this one is your alkoxy. Yeah, alkoxy. Okay, ha? Take note, you have your alkoxy group or the OR. So this one is your alkoxy group. Okay, now first thing you name this one is we have our parent chain. So parent chain, we have 1, 2, 3. We have
Prop, ma'am.
prop. Now,
Prop.
the type of chain.
Ain.
Propane. Okay. Now this one is your alkoxy group. How would we name that one? Simply, you count the carbon atom and then you add the oxy. Example, this one is What alkyl group is this one? Diba? This is your methyl. Now, if it's in ether, we will use that as, we will name that one as methoxy because of our oxygen. So we write methoxy propane. Okay, so that is your methoxy propane. Okay, methoxy propane. Methoxy propane. Question. Question, class. Okay, so if I have this one, okay ha, the first thing is you find the parent chain. The parent chain is your alkyl group, alkyl, di ba? Alkyl group, propyl, ethyl, methyl, butyl. So your alkyl group, katong longest chain, that will be your parent chain. Kaya na po usahay if we have, it depends na class, either ma-left ni siya or ma-right. Basta kung kinsa to'y taas na alkyl group, dito ka makikita og parent chain. So dito nimo ipangita, dito nimo ibutang imong parent chain. Dito ka makakita og longest carbon chain. So mao to imong parent chain. And then your katong gamay ra nga carbon, so that will be your alkoxy group. Alkoxy group. Okay, if I have this one class, if I have, this one, I have, okay. Okay. So how would you name this one class? Parent chain. Sige, always start with your parent chain. Parent chain, we have
Hex.
hex,
Temp. Mountain.
and okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Class, when you count gani class, when you find your longest chain, make sure nga inigkuan mo straight line siya, maka straight cut class, dili kay mo ana ka diri ka 1, then mag 2 na pug ka diri, then mo balik ta pug kag 3, mo 4, 5, 6, imbis unsa naman imong form ana maana ka, then pagka man mo ana na pud dayon. So dapat ano ra jud siya, straight ra gyud without lifting your pen when you count. So that is your, okay, let's count ha. So we have, okay, asa man ta mag-count class? Okay, class, notice that this is your kuan, di ba? Your oxygen in your ether. Notice that this one is your alkyl group, di ba ni siya? That is your R. Okay. Then this one also is your R. Okay. So this one, let's put R prime. Okay, R, di ba sila? R is ano siya? Alkyl group, carbon atoms, chain of carbon atoms. So we have 2 R's there. Now, asa tayo nangita og parent chain? Dito tama dili kani ang alkyl atong himuong parent chain. But kaning taas kaayo, but katong na ay longest carbon chain. So, dili ta magkuha og parent chain. Now, the parent chain here is 1, let's count, 2, 3, 4, 5. Na, ganina ang 6 kay ni count pa mo diri no. Giapil ninyo ni count no. So wala na siya class, dili na siya. Taman ra mo sa O. Taman ra sa oxygen. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Diri 6. Napay 6 diri class na carbon here.
Wala, ma'am.
Okay, wala na oxygen ang naadra
Wala,
dili
ma'am.
carbon. Okay, so that is our parent chain we have
Pent, ma'am.
okay, pent. What's about the type of chain? Okay, butangan ako double bond. Okay, double bond here. Okay. So pent, what about that type of chain?
In, ma'am.
Okay, the
In.
location.
In, ma'am.
Two in, ma'am.
Two in. Okay, or you put there two pentene. So mas okayhan ko aning new naming system class kay inigbutang nimo sa parent chain. Then you put dayon the locant and then the type of chain dayon. Kaysa maguna pa ang imong number mo, na pa imong locant, usa pa dayon imong isumpay. Okay, so we have that one. Pen to in. Okay. So, unsay sunod na tumuhaton class? The substituent. Substituent taon na class ha? What is the substituent?
Two methyl, ma'am.
2-methyl. Okay, 2-methyl. Then, after na nato, di ba, kanimo, umani ang ato ang pag-name sa atong alkene, na na substituent na branched alkene. Inaningon na nato pag-name. Now, if we have our functional group, especially an ether, ang name nato niya, ang OR group, the alkoxy group, mo man yung alkoxy. Ang alkoxy group is you put the name before. Before na lang dayon ta. Okay, so we will have, what is this? This is, how do you call the alkoxy group? That is
Methoxy, ma'am.
meth. Yes, meth. Because one carbon atom only, one. So we have methoxy. Okay, so we have one methoxy. Then dash 2-methyl pentuene.
One, ma'am.
Say one.
Ang methoxy, ma'am.
Oh, sorry. Unsa dapat? We have
5-methoxy.
okay, 5-methoxy. So we have 5-methoxy. Then okay. So natay sayup class. Is this correct, Najud? We have the sayup sa ato ang numbering. Okay. Now, always for the oxy, we will count to 1. So dito ta mag-count sugod sa atong alkoxy group. Not here. Dili man gud taga-count, di ba? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, the correct one is prioritize our ether. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so baliktad ta. Okay, so we have, let's make sure nga ang atong oxy group, it has 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So our pent is in 4. Then we have our 5. Correct? Follow? Okay, so this is your 1-methoxy 5-methyl pent 4 in
6 na lagi, ma'am.
6. Say 6. Oh, sorry. Ah, okay. So we count here. 1. No, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. So if that's
Yes,
the
ma'am.
case, we have the 3 in, our carbon is in 3, then our methyl is in carbon, what? Carbon 4. 4, okay. 1 methoxy, 4 methyl pent, 3 in. Question. Question, class. Okay, no question. Let's go to aldehydes. Okay, so we have here our aldehydes. Okay, so in Atura class, how when you name your ether, your pinaka-longest chain, the R, the R nga na longest chain, that will be your parent chain. And then the R prime nga katong gamay ra og chain of carbon atoms, that will be your alkoxy group. So you use oxy. So methoxy, ethoxy, propoxy. Yes, that's one. Butoxy. Okay, that's it. So we also have our aldehydes. 10, 11, 11, 12. Okay, so we have our aldehyde. So our aldehyde is RCHO. Okay, RCHO. Now you put al after that one. Okay, so your aldehydes. Now example. Okay, example, if we have this one, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, how do you name this one? Parent chain. So what's the parent chain?
Bute, ma'am.
Okay, it's bute. Okay, bute. All right, so bute, and then the type of chain we have what? Ane. And then just like our alcohol, we omit letter E, and then we add this is aldehyde, so we have al. Alcohol is all, aldehyde is al, so butanal. And then what about our substituent? Our substituent. We have, okay, count. Do we count from here, here, or here? From where? Where will we start? Let's start from,
Right, ma'am.
uh, let's start from the right. Okay, let's start from, okay, let's start here from the carbon where our aldehyde is. Okay, so let's count to 1, 2, 3, and 4. So our substituent is what? This one. So we have 3 methyl butanol. Okay, that's it. So that is our 3-methyl butanol. Now class, if I have here, cancel. If I have a double bond here, how would you name this one, class? Asa na to mag-priority, class? So, asa ta mag-una Japon, class?
Sa right, ma'am.
So, right, yapon din, Japon ta mag-una. 1, 2, 3, and then we have 4. Okay, so unsa pangalan nato ana? 3-methyl but
3 in.
Okay, so 3-methyl but 3 in. So priority ang ato ang aldehyde. Aldehydic group. Okay, so this one is your aldehydic group. Okay, so naa na siya sa ato ang PowerPoint. Putol. Okay, so what if I have this one, class? Okay, how would you name this one? Okay. This one, class, how would you name this one? Parent chain. What's the parent chain? So let's count again from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. What's 11?
Andek, ma'am.
Andek, ma'am.
Andek. Okay, andek. And then we have our aldehyde. So an aldehyde, ang atong aldehyde, our alcohol, ibutang na to ibutang na to sila as suffix. Suffix. So we have andek. What's the suffix? Al or all?
Al, ma'am.
Okay, andek. Yes, al. Al. Una pa class, dapat ay type of chain. The type of chain is alkane. Okay. Sakto, the type of chain is ane. Then our aldehyde dione, aldehyde is al. So big, okay, let's write al. That's it. Now class, two vowels are the same, so that they tapad. So let us omit the e from our ane. Okay. So we will have andikanal. Okay. Then what about the substituent? Why substituent? Substituent.
Tomatil.
Okay,
Tomato, ma'am.
2-methyl. Yes, 2-methyl andikanal. Okay, so that's it. Now, what else pa class? So notice class ha, for our ethers, we name ang atong ethers, our ether is, ibutang nato siya before iyahang name like methoxy, on the canal or something our parent chain na dayon. But for our alcohol, our aldehyde, ang iyahang ibutang na to iyaha as iyang suffix as dito sa tumoy. Dito na mahimo na siyang secondary suffix. Ang ato ang ethers is mahimo siyang prefix, di ba? Prefix atong ethers, the methoxy, methoxy, ethoxy, then sumpay. So prefix siya, iuna na to siya. And then for our aldehyde, our alcohol, so ibutang na to siya as suffix. Also for our halides, ug mag-name ta sa halides, asa siya ibutang as prefix or suffix? Class, ang halides nato ibutang sa prefix or suffix when we name it? Mahimo siyang prefix. Prefix class, kato ng ang prefix ibutang nimo before. Like this one. This is your prefix. Ang ato ang halides, asa na ibutang? Diri sa prefix or diri sa loyo? Sa suffix?
The suffix, ma'am.
Sa
Prefix, ma'am.
prefix. Eh, di ba mo na biatag 1-chloro-bromo-butane. Okay. So, duhay na ito ibutang sa prefix. Ang atong alcohol and aldehydes, ibutang na to siya sa suffix. Mahimo siyang mahimo siyang all. Okay. Then we have, okay, that one. So, aldehydes. Okay, so now this time, let's go to our ketones. Okay, for our ketones, the general formula is R. This is your R. Then we have your ROR mo na siya. R. And then we have your double bond O. Then you have your again R. So see, this is your ketone. R, double bond O, and then we have R. Okay, so this one is your ketonic group. Okay, this one is your ketonic group. Thus, the functional group is called ketonic. It contains a carbon atom joined the oxygen atom by double bond. Okay, so we have that one. All right, now example, if I have, okay, for our ketones, okay, if I have this one, okay. Okay, if I have this one. And then I have here. Okay, how would you name this one? Okay, what is this class? Parent chain.
Hep.
None, ma'am.
9. Okay, none. No, none. Okay. Then, what about the type of chain? We have ane. Okay. Then, for our ketone, we have our We have our, unsa ato ang suffix na gamiton, we have on. Okay, we have that one. So, if this is our noun name, now we will cancel that one. And then we have our, we put our on. Okay, non and non. So this is our non and non. Okay, so you just put the O and E. Now, example class, if we have, I have this one. Okay, how do you name this one?
Hex, ma'am.
Okay, hex. It's a hex and then,
Hexon.
Hexanon.
okay,
Hex,
hexanon. Then it's a ring. Ano naman kung ring?
Cyclohexanone.
Okay, that is cyclohexanone. Hexanone. All right. Now that one. Okay, so if I have, ano, if I have this one. Hala, ba't if I have a ring, okay, how do you name that one? Parent chain.
hex, ma'am.
Hex. Then you put, ano, it's a ring man.
Cyclo.
Hex. Then, what about the type of chain?
Ain.
Hexane. Okay. And then,
Diamond.
what about our substituents? The substituents.
Dimethyl. Ma'am.
Nawala si ma'am. Pilit.
Ala ka oy, time na biya.
English si ma'am.
Ayo, naitawo. Naitawo.
Naa.
Naikaon.
Wala.
Okay, hello. Sorry, I lost my connection. Nawala ang kuryente. Okay, so last na ni class, we have, then for our ketone also class, we put them in our suffix. So we have hexane, and then we have 1,3 dione. Okay, so that's it. That is our compound 5,5-dimethylcyclohexane 1,3-dione. Okay. Because we have two ketones here. Okay. Question.
Ma'am, umami ka kita, ma'am.
Hala. Wait. Okay. So, that's it. Wait sorry. Okay. All right. So, that's it, class. Okay, so that's it. Now, let's make it quick lang ha. Okay. So, that is for our ketone. And then, for our another functional group, Pachoid, is we have okay, for our carboxylic acids, we have COOH, we have R, and then double bond O, then we have OH. So this is our carboxylic acids. Now, if I have this one class, if I have okay, how would you name this one class? Name this one parent chain we have. Okay, this is
Non.
your carboxylic. Okay, carboxylic group. This is your carboxylic group. This one is your carboxylic group. So let's count there. Dito ta magsugod sa carbon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so this one is unknown. None. Okay. And then also class, we have single bonds. We have in. Then we have for carboxylic acids class, you add oic acid as suffix. So we will omit letter E. Then we add oic. Then we have acid. Okay, acid. And then for our substituents, do we have substituents here? We have our chlorine or our halides acts as substituents. Mo nang sa prefix, di ba, ibutang? So we have 9-chloro nonanoic acid. So this one is if we have carboxylic acid, so we just put oic at the end or as our suffix. Okay, so that is for carboxylic acids. Now, if we have our amine, for our amine, we have amine. We have our amine. So, at the end, a suffix. Now, if we have this one class, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we have amines here. NH2. Pag makikita mong NH2 class, that is an amine. Okay? So how would you name this one? Parent chain is? Again, same thing. Dito ta mag-count sa atong NH2. The pit. So we have, okay, our methyl here. Methyl group here. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the name is, parent chain we have
Hex.
hex. Then, okay, because we have an ane. Then we will have amine. Okay, we have amine. Now your amine is in 2, in carbon 2. So you can write that one here. Pwede naman siya. 2 hexanamine. Then we have our substituents. We have 5 methyl, 2 hexanamine. Okay. Or we can have hexane, 2 amine. Okay, we have hexane. Okay, so we have 5 methyl hexane, 2 amine. So that's it. Now, what if we have our... Okay, so that's it. Okay, we have our esters. Okay, for our esters. Now, if we have our esters, example is this one class. Let's answer this one. If we have H3, H3CH2, C, then we have the C here, double bond O, O, then CH2, then we have CH3. Okay, so now how are we going to name this one class? Our parent, this whole thing here. Okay, so that is what we call propane. So we have 3 carbons. 1, 2, 3. We have 3 carbons, so we will write prop. And it's ane, so propane. And then we have OWET. For our esters, we use OWET. Panowet. And then for our this group here will act as your prefix. So we have 1, 2. We have so ethyl propanoate. Okay, so that is your ethyl propanoate. So, ana class. Pare-parehas lang naming sa atong sa atong ether. Atong ether kay mabulag sila sa oxygen. But you will find nga katong pinakataas. And then so here sa atong ester, i-include na count of parents chain after sa ato ang carbon with our double bond nga oxygen, carbon 2 and 3. So that's prop, and then we add OIT at the end, so propanoate. And then we also have our ethyl. So we have 1, 2, ibutang na to siya as prefix. Okay, so question po class. What about? Take note of that. Then we also have okay, so that's all class. So for today, that's all for today. So I hope you have checked your work Then I'll make sa ato ang Google Class dito para dito mo mag-submit. So that's all for today. Thank you so much everyone. Now let's take a photo na pud.
Ma'am, pila po ka, ma'am?
2 points each.
Okay,
22.
okay, ma'am.
Okay. So okay, but before that, now sa ko ipaila sa inyo class, we have our interns. Okay, so interns class, they are senior students, they are fourth year, and then because teachers ni sila and dili man makasulod sa DepEd because it's pandemic, so mosulod sila sa ato ang klase. We have 4, but we only okay, we have 2 here. So paila sa paminawon sa nato sila class ha kachut lang. Okay, so we have Noreen. Turn. So paila sa ta Noreen, open camera. Noreen.
Good afternoon,
Okay, open
everyone.
cam.
So, I am, I open cam, nag-open ako. Wala. Pasensya, nakihina yung signal.
Okay, makita na ka,
Nakita?
makita na ka.
Okay, once again, good afternoon, everyone. And,
Okay, so she will be joining with us. So we also have another one. We have Mary Grace.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. I am Mary Grace Vidayama from Bulawan, San Miguel, Zamboanga del Sur, and I am already in fourth year college here in GHSE Maine, taking up Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in Science. Thank you.
Okay, so mao to sila ato ang mga interns class. Okay, so that's all for today class. So I will post a schedule for our laboratory. And then also for our second exam, it will be on what? It will be on Tuesday. Wednesday. Oh, Thursday. It will be on Thursday next week. Okay, coverage is naming alkenes, alkynes, and then with functional groups. Okay, so question. No questions. Sige. Okay, so lagi putol-putol. O sige, that's all for today class. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Enjoy your day. Mag-post ako para tong laboratory. Bye-bye.
Bye, ma'am.
Enjoy your lunch.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Salamat.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay,
God
sige.
bless.
God bless you.
Bye, ma'am. Bye. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys. Gutom na kayo.
Bye sa pod.
Bye-bye.
Ay, mga tang
Wa ko gikan.
guys, mga tang
Nami ginamos dire, ginamos Bulinaw, ginamos Baling, ginamos ginamos Siga.
Gaga.
Dundara mas sardinas namin.
Dalawa. Ate Efrena.
Pwede klase na to.
Oy,
Oy, guys.
Yan.
Pwede klase na to.
Dagay answer mo.
lan answer ay panangin mo.
Kaya pa alam din answer. Then,
Hoy, wakoy answer or.
then answer o understanding the self.
Wala. Regards may nani o ni Jackie.
Si Jacqueline. Wala na siya dire.
Layas mo?
Dili.
Oy, lang out.
Niuli na siya dito sa ilaha kay Kuan. Mingawad rin eh. Iyang mama, mi panlawron.
Da pa malutas.
Ause, da paran lag sa parlotas. Endo na tayo na Ate Efrena.
Kinis, hayog na po yan.
Ay sa day dapat sayog hindi. Wala lagi masunsunan.
Guan, lugsungunon dirapit bulawan.
Di ora masunahan.
Miss Karen,
Ah,
ano ba yung klase na to niya?
ni IT era.
Report.
Every Tuesday man
Report,
daw ang
oh.
IT. Report.
Gani. Unya nga nauna, di na maglasa si ma'am.
Si Ma'am
Si ma'am, kuan ba? Si ma'am, itong si, kuan, sa chemistry.
di naman siguro, di na magklase may si Ma'am chemistry no. Di na
Di
siguro.
na, minsan ra.
Na man di na
Katuloy nga
mag-exam?
Tapos,
Sa next
sa
week.
katong kuan. Dili ba? Kasi ang giingon nga. Tingnan nga, so to mga kuan sa.
Bulan taon.
Bag-ura man gud ko nagkuan sulod.
Sige, bye
Kung
na.
lalala ko pa mag-attendance na.
Kala na lang ran sa inahin ni diskarte siya ni Ate Efrena kay then load.
Puri po talak yun. Na, oy, intanalak may bibilin rin oy.
Sige na, buyers.
Na Karen, bye-bye.
Salamat, Ate Efrena. Cute ah.